Since Live with Kelly and Mark co-hosts are fairly open about their relationship, Kelly Ripa says Mark Consuelo's kisses disturb her. Undeniably, the pair has learned how to live together for 28 years. But Kelly reveals Mark has a very freaky kissing style. Mark Consuelos kisses another woman. In April, Mark Consuelos made a confession on Live with Kelly and Mark about kissing another woman. In front of his wife, Kelly Ripa, and the live audience, Mark admits he had a moment with a stranger. Overcome with joy by their Italian soccer team, Campobasso advancing to the third division, he was blinded by the excitement and laid one on a passerby. He says, in the adulation, in the celebration, on the field, when we found out that the other team tied, and we are champions, we ran over to our fans. Then trying to lessen the blow, he says, I'm running, and I see this lady, let's call her my aunt, maybe someone else's aunt, and we look at each other and we're so excited, and there's this plexiglass and we come to the glass, and you know what? I kissed her. Live Kelly Ripa reveals Mark's very freaky kissing style. But Kelly Ripa isn't completely buying Mark Consuelo's confession. On the Let's Talk Off Camera podcast, Kelly Ripa got real with listeners. She mentions to Seth that it is time to talk about the affair. During the Wednesday episode, Kelly gave a tidbit of information about her husband, Mark Consuelo's weird kissing style. Kelly reveals, this man has made out with me, and I will somehow open my eyes, and I see him staring. Always catching her off guard, she says, I'm like, can you not have your eyes open? But Kelly confesses she thinks it is very freaky. After enlightening listeners about his oddity, Kelly continues to elaborate on why she doesn't buy his story about kissing someone else. He was like, I just got carried away, and I closed my eyes. Kelly recognizes the inconsistency with his normal method. She says, this was the thing that got me. But those joining Kelly on the podcast thought it was unbelievable as a germaphobe that he kissed the plexiglass. Kelly Ripa isn't buying it. Even during the April episode, Kelly Ripa was skeptical of Mark Consuelo's admission. Do we have footage of this? She requests proof. Mark says, we don't have footage of it. As Mark recreates how the stranger and his eyes met, he motions back and forth about their instant connection. But when he claimed he closed his eyes for the tender moment, Kelly wasn't buying it. She immediately called him out saying, that doesn't happen, you never close your eyes. He says, I laid one on her. Attempting to sell the story, he adds, it was a smooch, but it was passionate. He continued to assert he closed his eyes, and even jokingly said his back foot went up. What do you think about Mark Consuelo's kissing style? Do you think it is very freaky, as Kelly Ripa says? Drop your comments below.